And we're back, baby. Welcome to a new Wounded Viking live session. I know I haven't been giving you guys many lives. I've been focused on pumping out the quality podcast content, but I always say I'm gonna reach back for those who need reaching back for. So today, here I am to answer any and every question you might have and to just see what's good with my people, man. You know, I love my subscribers. So anytime I get to connect with you guys on a personal basis, it's a blessing. So without further ado, please ask me anything. Let's get this thing popping. Give me some good questions that I can sink my non-existing teeth in. What's up, our daddy? I see you, Playboy. Where you from? What location you at? Patrick Stain, my day has been beautiful. I hit the gym in the morning, trained back and biceps. I went to have lunch at my parents' place. I went for a 6 kilometer hike with my girlfriend in the woods. I prepared the next video I'll be uploading tonight for my podcast with Tom Johnson, the legendary Canadian coach. And now I'm doing it live. Hey, shout out to Texas, man. Get a new haircut. How about fuck you? You watch Lucifer on Netflix? No, I do not. I don't really watch shows. How to get good at math? Repetition, repetition, repetition. Repetition creates perfection. If you want to get better at math, study more math. Donnie. Benzo is the biggest playboy I know, hired from Florence, Italy. Shout out to Italy, man. I love my Italian folks. I'm not a playboy, though. I'm out the game. I'm retired. I'm settled. No more playing around. No, I am loyal to the grave to my Peruvian queen. Are you on steroids? Thank you, but no. I'm really. If you would see me in real life without a pump, you would clearly be able to tell that I'm not on steroids. For anyone who has been a natural lifter their entire life, you know that when people ask you if you're on steroids and you're not on steroids or you never took a steroid, it's the biggest compliment that someone can ever give you. So thank you, but no. Our daddy, how life has been treating you. I mean, honestly, I've been pumping, man, grinding it out. I think you guys can tell. I'm putting up videos every single day, literally. I even have days where I put up 2 videos. So I've just been busting my ass trying to really get great guests to come to my podcast studio and take this channel to the next level. Right now, all bars are closed, restaurants are closed. I can't even play basketball anymore. So if you're not trying to learn a new skill now during this pandemic, if you're not trying to better yourself, like all we have is time right now. All we have is time. You better use this shit. Like I'm trying to come out of this pandemic stronger, bigger, better, smarter than I ever was. Like the time is now. We're confined to our homes, so use that time. You can never. I never want to hear someone say again, "Oh, I didn't have time for this or that." Like, yes, you do, motherfucker. Right now, Leona Spidey. I'm doing great. How are you? What location you at? Where you from? R Daddy. Enjoy your videos. Thank you, R Daddy. Shout out to Texas, man. Never made it out to Texas yet. I've been to the East Coast. I've been to the West Coast. I've been to Nevada. I've been to Vegas. I've been to Phoenix, Flagstaff, Arizona, but I never made it to Texas. Patrick Stain, what's up, man? So, guys, let's go. Keep the questions coming. Also, I want to add that I'm still taking on new clients. So, if you're interested in working with me as a confidence coach, you can email me at lorenz.breeze@gmail.com. I was actually going to have a session today with one of my favorite clients. Shout out to Spencer Lastina, Chicago. But he couldn't make it, so that's why I decided to take that energy that I would put into that coaching session and transfer it to this live. It's all about energy, guys. Literally everything is energy. You know when you feel sad, you know when you feel low, when you're low in energy. Like everything is energy. And I keep saying it, but it's people just don't get it. Self-confidence, ambition, the way you present yourself is all. If you don't have the energy to feel that, like, why do you think, why do you think in the morning people are still up to get shit done? Like, why does life always seem so gloomy and hard later at the day, later on the day? Because your energy goes down. You enjoy working out with your girl. Yes, I do. It's actually quite fun. Um, because she actually really trains. She doesn't just fuck around and tries to look cute. Like, she really goes after it. She squeezes out every rep until failure. So I do like it. I do, and we just listen to our own music. We don't talk when we work out. So I like it. Dirk Scholten. That's dude. That's a Dutch name, man. You sound very Dutch. I'm from Edmonton, Canada. Where do you live? Love your attitude, self confidence, and energy. Big shout out to Canada. Dirk, I live in Belgium right now. I just did an entire podcast with a fellow Canadian. So if you want to go check that out, the last video on my profile is with my Canadian friend Tom Johnson, and I'll be uploading another video with him tonight. So thank you for the compliment. Lisa Carter, you look stronger. Peru has some of the best hiking trails. ¿Cómo está tu español? ¿Cómo está mi español? ¿En serio? Yo hablo español. ¿De qué quieres hablar, amiga? Yo hablo español, hablo inglés, hablo holandés, hablo alemán, hablo francés. Todo lo que quieres, yo puedo explicarte. Claro que sí. I speak all the languages, man. I just hop up out the bed one day and I was like, fuck this shit, I'm gonna learn another language. Are gyms still open in Belgium? Yup. Biden and Trump, who you like? Hope you will answer this question. Dude, I mean, obviously, oh, hold up. Stop the press. $20, that's what's up. And hey, living life to the fullest. I just want to say thank you for putting money on my books. Thank you for seeing my value. Lord knows YouTube ain't paying me a goddamn cent. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I make most of my money with coaching and with super chat donations such as these. So $20, that's huge. $20 in the pandemic, that's like the equivalent of $200. So thank you so much. Like, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for seeing my value, for seeing what I'm trying to do with this channel and what I try to bring to you. And yeah, I really, that means more to me than you might know. So I was going to answer a question about Biden and Trump. Don't worry, I'm not trying to get away from that. I mean, yeah, it's not. I don't think anyone in their right mind can really say that Trump is a person that's fit for the presidency. So clearly, I'm gonna go with Biden. Not that I think Biden is the best person on earth. Like, dude, all politicians are corrupt fucks. Otherwise, they wouldn't be in that position. Even Obama. But the lesser evil, I reckon. Flex your biceps. What do you think about the virus? I think everything happens for a reason. I don't claim to have all the answers and to know where it came from, but I don't believe in coincidence, and I think people need to really need to stop saying like, "Oh, I'm just waiting for shit to get normal again." Like, newsflash, normal doesn't exist anymore. Like, that shit's out the window. I think we're going to be in this predicament for quite a while. I don't think that the vaccine is going to be the absolute solution that many are hoping it to be. And yeah, I think that we're living in crazy times, and I think that it's either adapt or die. So like I said, use this time to your advantage. Like, the money you were spending on restaurants and drinks and beers, now you can invest that into your passion that you never pursued. So yeah, Have you been to South Africa? Never. Never. Shout out to Dan Nace, man. I saw Dan Nace. Dan Nace. For those who don't know, me and Dan Nace is a big time YouTuber, one of Casey Neistat's disciples. We go way back. Not really. But I did a video exposing him after he kind of fucked me over. And I see that in his last video, he mentioned me. So shout out to Dan Nace, man. I appreciate that. I got a couple of views off of that. You're from Belgium, so you like bike racing too. Nope, I am the exception to the rule. I'm not into that, but it's huge here. Yeah, but cycling and biking in general is huge here. I'm an NBA guy. I'm all about the NBA. I want to say thank you again to Live Life to the Fullest for your incredibly generous donation. Haha, you're a boss speaking all those languages. Gracias, papito. I love speaking Spanish. I love speaking different languages. It's fun. But yeah, Dutch is my mother tongue. Dude, do an apartment tour. Well, I'll give you guys a quick glimpse where the podcast studio is right there. That's where the magic happens, baby. And there we got my plants, you know. Oh yeah, my terrace. And then we got a whole second floor up there. But we're still decorating. Thank you for donating. I wish I could donate, but I'm underaged. Yes, thank you. Hi Benzo, love your videos. How is the situation in Belgium right now? I heard on the news that it's pretty bad during coronavirus. It is pretty bad. It is. It's actually worse now than it was the first time around. It's bad. The hospitals are overoccupied. I was supposed to get surgery in November, and I literally got a call 5 minutes ago before this live started to tell me that my surgery's canceled. So that sucks. But I understand why. The restaurants closed, bars closed, everything's closed. Gyms are open though. But yeah, it's pretty bad. Drax, next year is my 3rd year at college. I want to start to put myself out there. Do you have any advice on how to become comfortable while away from home in a new environment? Yes, routine. Routine equals stability, equals freedom, equals confidence. You will feel a lot more comfortable if you have control of your situation. So what I advise you to do is sign up for a gym or a sport, whether that be kayaking, cycling, wrestling, or whatever, in college ASAP, so you can find a place where you have to go on a regular basis. Find a social setting, immediately adopt a bunch of friends in that particular sport, and don't get carried away with the booze and the drugs. Don't get too fucked up all the time. That's a slippery slope. And just try to take it one step at a time. Don't try to swallow the pie, in its entirety. Take it step by step. Dude, is it safe to travel to Spain? It is. If you're young, yeah, it is. It is. T-Non Gaming from Tennessee. Cashville, Tennessee. From Tennessee, enjoy your vids liking. Can you make a vid on positive mindset? Because I can't help but feel your positive energy. I got some videos that I did before talking about that, but what can I say about positive mindset, man? At the end of the day, it's more about perspective than it is about anything else. Like, you won the genetic lottery. You beat out 10,000 different sperm cells to make it to your mom's uterus first, all right? So that being said, we can state that you're a winner by design. That's not me trying to make you feel better. That's a biological fact, right? So what are the odds that you made it here to become a human being? You're not a rock on the moon. You're not a beer. You're not a t-shirt. You're not a man bun. No, you're a fucking human being in 2020 with obviously access to the internet. So if you just take all of those facts into account, how could you not be grateful? How could you not be positive? This is it. This is the greatest game of them all. Like, life is a video game. You get to alter your look the way you see fit. You can grow out your hair. You can dye that stuff. You can get a big muscular body. You can do anything. I made the Viking. I made the Viking to become something bigger than cancer. I had to overcome this shit, so I had to become a video game character. I couldn't be just a mortal fucking dude. I had to be something bigger than that. I need superhero strength, so I created a superhero, Does that make any sense? I would rather be delusional and happy than too realistic and depressed. Think about that. Clement, hello, you're Viking. Hello, Clement. Broken. You look so healthy, Benzo. You're glowing. Are you still doing the shred? I'm not. I'm no longer doing the shred. I mean, I'm drinking beer right now, so I'm pretty. I mean, I'm all right. I'm all right. You know, it's not like I'm getting fat over here, but I'm no longer doing the shred. Enjoying life a little bit more. And it's winter time. No need to be all cut up. Ever tried no fap? Yes, and it definitely has its advantages. But more than no fap, I would recommend no porn. Porn will fuck you up. Porn is so bad. What's up, Maya Lynn? What's up, girl? Haven't seen you in a minute. Routine is freedom, bruh, moment. Yeah, man, routine is freedom. Because it allows you, when you have a routine, when you start your day, like even like down to the stuff that you eat in the morning. There's two types of people. There's people who eat the same stuff every morning, and there's people who wake up every morning spending 20 minutes thinking, what am I going to eat today? You're already off to a slow start. You know, the day's getting away. Routine, know what you're going to eat so it doesn't absorb the energy for you to consider or think about what you're going to eat. All those little life hacks, man, they make a big, like, routine really, really, really can help you a great deal. Would you go vegan? In the future, yeah, yeah. Live life to the fullest. I'm new here. You're very smart. How did you learn all this? School, studying on your own? When you say learn all this, are you talking about my languages or just my overall like nonsense that I spew on a daily basis? My languages, I learned English from watching TV. When I was 9, I was fluent in English. German I learned in school. French I learned in school. Spanish I learned from dating people who only speak Spanish. So yeah, adapt or die. Now, if you're asking me how did I learn my general life philosophy, that's just me sitting and thinking about life all the time. I'm a classic overthinker. I can't stop thinking. My mind is always processing information. That's why by 9 p.m., regardless of the day, I'm done. I'm dead. I'm tired. So, yeah, that's basically how I did it. I want to say thank you again for donating to the channel, Living Life to the Fullest. Like, you don't know how much that means to me. Anyone else that would like to donate, you can click on the super chat button, which is the dollar sign in the little square, or you can hit me up on PayPal. And this is my PayPal ID, lorenz.reese@gmail.com. If you appreciate my content, I would appreciate your appreciation. Happy Friday. Same to you, Packer Mom. Broken. You're definitely a superhero. Thank you. You look great. Thank you. You shredded boss. Thank you. Travel heavy, bro. Lorenzo, you're the real winner. Beat out the Sternbank, beat cancer, and then became the Belgian Hercules. Let's go! I love it. You get me pumped up. What about hentai? Is that as bad? Hentai is also porn. Clement, talking about breakfast. What do you eat first thing in the morning? I usually eat the same stuff. I make two pieces of toast. I put half an avocado on there. So I put the avocado with pepper and salt, a little bit of olive oil. I smear it on top, and then I put 3 eggs sunny side up on top of that toast every morning. Avocado, eggs, and a little bit of bread. Tips for building muscle mass. Eat a lot of eggs, eat a lot of chicken, eat a lot of salmon, eat a lot of rice, eat a lot of avocados, stay away from alcohol and sugar, stay away from processed foods, and lift heavy weights and put them back down. Always try to go heavier. The heavier you're going to go, the more muscle you're going to build. Do you think we're the only ones in our galaxies? Of course not, Brandon. That's like hell no. We are, if you look at the, I highly recommend all of you download or go watch Cosmos by Neil deGrasse Tyson. If you look at the size of just our solar system or our galaxy in relation to the cosmos, we are literally a drop in the ocean. Like, there is not a chance in hell that we are the only species alive. There's not a 0.1% chance. Spaghetti. There's more pain and suffering in life compared to happiness. Yeah, but isn't that a good thing? Consider how boring life would be if everything would just be like happy. Besides, happy and all that stuff is all relative. We no longer have to run away from bears and lions and fucking dinosaurs. Like life is easy right now, but we are creating new issues. We're creating new problems. Now is a problem when you don't have the latest fashion or the latest iPhone, but there's not a lot of people that are still fearing for their life. So life is pretty sweet and easy right now. Problem is, human beings are very good at overcomplicating things, especially when we have the luxury to do so. Are you an old soul? I don't know. I don't know, Myelin. I'll let people figure that one out. I'm an overthinker chronically. Do you ever wake up too early, like 3 a.m., overthinking too much? I get stuck overthinking. Yeah, that happens to me. That sucks. Alex, what's up, Alex? I'm doing great. Can you build muscle mass from just running? Yes, but not efficiently. You're not going to get a great upper body. You're going to look lean, you're going to look good, but you're not going to get great delts like me. Life is kind of overrated. Hell no. Life is amazing. Like if how ironic is to say that life is overrated when literally the word overrated comes from something that's only possible in life. Like what other context do you have in which you can exist outside of life? So the word overrated is part of life. So you even using that word is a contradiction in itself. Life is everything. That's what people who want to commit suicide, they're just like, let me take the alternative, which is nothing. That's like ordering a dish in a restaurant and you're like, you know, it needs a little bit more salt, so let me just not eat this shit at all and just not eat anything. Like what? You know what I'm saying? Exercises to avoid at the gym. Uh, Crooked deadlifts with your back all bent. Um, I mean, I wouldn't avoid, any. There's a bunch. I wouldn't say that there's many exercises to avoid. Packer mom, I believe you. I think Neil deGrasse with the Amazing Life, he did make a fool out of himself on the Joe Rogan podcast. Though, like the second time or the third time he came, it was just terrible. He just could not stop cutting Joe off. It was really bad. Had you read Psycho Cybernetics yet? No, I have not. I'm sorry. And I remember you bringing that up. Let me put it in my Google search once again. Yeah, my bad. Sorry. Do you think school is worth it? Depends on who you are. For most people, it is. Most people are not that special, not that smart, that they'll go on to become the next Steve Jobs or Bill Gates. So for most people, yes, school is worth it. For a selected few, it's not. Will, how do you overcome others' hate and resentments towards you? I mean, man, if people hate me, that's something I can't control that. I cannot control that. And hate is such a strong emotion. Hate is so close to love. If someone hates me, then if you don't care about someone, you don't care. You don't feel anything. If you feel some type of way about someone, there's something there. Either it's envy, jealousy, love, admiration, but you can't say that you don't care about someone and at the same time call them a loser or a sucker or this. Like that means you care. Hey sir, how the hell are you? I'm doing so good. What do you miss about vlogging? Honestly, I don't miss vlogging, guys. I'm a natural thinker and talker at heart. All I like to do is sit down and philosophize and think and create concepts and brainstorm. Vlogging sucks, man. Do you know how much it sucks to have like, all right, warning, I'm about to go on a very entitled thirst world problem rant. There's nothing fun about vlogging. Like, you're holding the camera, you're trying to tell a story, everyone around you is staring at you like, what the fuck is going on? If you include people into the shot, they're always super weird. They don't know what to say. People start acting super weird when you're filming. They're not natural. It's one big weird thing. You gotta scream loud, otherwise the audio's fucked up. Every time that something cool happens and you didn't capture it on camera, you're like, oh shit, that should have been in my vlog. So, and there's something else I want to talk about, man. Like, can we talk about the lengths that influencers and vloggers have to go nowadays to get some fucking views and likes and like, for example, like these dudes, man, I'll see these big time YouTubers and I see them taking, doing videos with bears and stuff and snakes and doing all types of crazy shit, skydiving. It's like, it's become this fetish, like, like how far do you have to go now to get, to shock someone, to get your click? I'm not playing that game. I'm not gonna jump out of this out of the fucking plane to get your click or get your view. I'm gonna try to do it with my content, with my ideas, with my mind. And if you don't vibe with that, then you should go, find someone else. DC or Marvel. I'm not into that at all, so I can't pick. How to get stronger in bench press? Progressive overload. Look it up. Gnarly Monty, no worries. Shocked that you remember it. I definitely think it's within your realm. I always appreciate your advice. Thank you, Gnarly. Thank you so much. Hey guys, for those who haven't checked out my last video yet, if you could go check that one out, my interview with Coach Johnson, that would be amazing. This pandemic made me suicidal. I'm trying to get better, but it's hard. It's difficult to see how to drag myself out of this. You got to take it one step at a time, very broken. You have to really develop a short-term mentality. When I was in the hospital, with my jaw sawed off and then getting chemo, I just took it one day at a time. I learned to derive pleasure from the smallest things. For example, my morning coffee, that was a whole thing. I would have the playlist ready and music and all that stuff for that first coffee. My having conversation with a visitor, just small things. You gotta try to make it through the fog and hold the line. Not every day has to be progression. If you can just, if you can just maintain, hold the line, that's already a win. Not every day has to be about progressing. Clement, how would you make new friends? It always seems hard for me to have sustainable relationship with friends. Had to cut off from all my old friends because all I want to do is get drunk, smoke, and weed and party. Uh, well, you might not want to entirely burn that bridge because those friends are also going to grow up at some point and come around and want to do something else but party and smoke weed. So they'll mature. So don't be too dramatic and too extreme. Aside from that, sign up for some type of like association that does something that interests you. Like find a place like a chess club, a book club, a basketball club, like-minded people that like doing what you do, and you're gonna find people there that can be your friends. What's up, Louis? Loud as win. Thank you, Drax. Well, I just want to say thank you for your story and being who you are. Really a huge inspiration. Thank you. Do you support Black Lives Matter? I support the ideology of Black Lives Matter. I'm not so sure if I support the Black Lives Matter movement, as I don't even know who's in charge. Plot twist, they're probably not even black. Think about that for a second. But the overall sentiment of BLM, yes, for sure, Black Lives Matter. How can I be happy? Fahim Zia, by no longer asking yourself every day, oh my God, how do I get happy? By no longer comparing yourself and by just living life. Like, the problem is we put labels on everything, and life is not a supermarket. You can't just buy happiness. You can't just buy self-worth. You actually have to go through the motions of life and let that stuff come to you naturally. All right, we're 29 minutes in. Time for a little advertisement. I'm still taking on new clients, so if you would like to work with me, email me at lorenz.dries@gmail.com. And we can do this on a personal basis. Confidence coaching, the best of the business, baby. Better to believe it. Do you think Biden is a part of the Illuminati? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think that the Illuminati exists in that specific, I believe that there is something like the Illuminati. I just don't think that they wear black capes and talk to Satan and make blood sacrifices. All I have, which is my girlfriend, which I'm very grateful for. Clement. Well, like I said, go join an association with something that does something that you like doing. Holy hippo. BLM has caused $2 billion in property damage. I really don't got much to say about that. I'm not even American, so. Loud as wind. I'm 16 years old and kind of fit. I have sort of six-pack. I would love for your advice. What should I eat, and can you tell me what type of exercises I should do in the morning? You need to do pull-ups. You need to do weighted pull-ups. You need to do squats. You need to do bench presses and that'll get you right, basically. Um, Abs. Look up windshield wipers or dragonflies. They're the same exercise. Those are really good for abs. Run, do cardio. Don't neglect that. Do you believe that there's other dimensions? Hell yeah. James, I think finding happiness in small things is very important in life. It's everything. Guys, life is not a fucking Hollywood movie. Like we all think like, oh, one day I'm gonna make it to Rome, and then when I'm in Rome, I'm gonna have this enormous feeling of happiness. No, you're just gonna be in a city with people like any other city. Like we have just been brainwashed to the extent where we just think that happiness is something that you can obtain by going to somewhere or achieving something. You think if you buy a Ferrari, you feel happiness? No, you don't. You're just excited. After 2 months of having that Ferrari, you're gonna treat it like any other car. Trust me, I know plenty of people who have bought very nice cars. They all tell me the same thing. After 6 months, the novelty's worn off and you don't care. That's the same reason why if you make your partner selection based on outer looks, you're gonna get tired of that person. You can date the most beautiful person, but if that person doesn't vibe with you intellectually and on the inside, you're gonna be like, man, for every beautiful woman, there is a dude tired of sleeping with her. Think about that one. How long do you think the human race will last? Oh, I'll give this another 500 years. Velk, I cannot believe this is life. There is no mango, so third act. I won't suddenly gain powers and fight villains. This is all it is, all it will ever be. It's not all it will ever be. Velk, if this was all that it would ever be, then I would still be in my hospital bed, leaking pus, with a dick stuck up my tube, crying myself to sleep every night, wondering when I'm going to be able to leave the hospital. You see, there is growth available, but you have to do it. Look at me now, flexing on YouTube, talking to my people, man, living it up as a big time YouTuber. So clearly, um, it's not just because you're in a predicament right now. It doesn't mean that that's gonna be, your eternal state. Have you ever smoked weed? What do you think? What do you think? No, officer, I have not. Noah, what's your favorite game? I don't play video games, but I used to be super into Soldier of Fortune, Unreal Tournament, Carmageddon, Quake. What else? Total Annihilation. Yeah, that was my shit. And Battlefield. Money is nothing. I agree. That being said, if you like my content, don't forget to hit the super chat button, which is the big $ below the chat box. You can click that at any time and make any type of donation to your liking. If I ever planted a seed into the soil of your soul that blossomed into a beautiful idea through my content, then feel free to show some love and hit that $ below the chat box. Thulk, 15 more years of quiet rap misery. Our one shot of consciousness is spent on something so unimaginably boring. Valky, hey, you're kind of killing the vibe, bro. You're kind of killing it right here. Hey, listen, I get it. You're feeling suicidal. You want to share, but there's a difference between feeling sad and just making it your life goal to express how shitty life is. Man, life is beautiful. Life is what you want it to be. You don't have to do all those things. You have a choice. And by that, I don't mean kill yourself. I mean, you can literally throw away your computer, throw away your cell phone, move to fucking Indonesia and become a monk. Literally, you can do that shit. So don't tell me that life is boring, man. Go out there and do something. What are your thoughts on fortune telling? It's a hoax, it's bullshit. What makes you feel annoyed the most? People who are late, people who don't communicate well, people who don't text back, people who take shit for granted. Loud as wind. How do you balance exercise in every other aspect of your life? I'm in my final year. If actually there's always time to exercise. You just have to get up earlier or go to bed later. But you all you need is 1 hour a day, so you can get it in. It's how bad do you want to do it? Astro, I love your energy. Thank you. What's up, Mike? Hey, that's one of my clients right there, Mike Anderson. Shout out to my man, Mike, holding it down as usual. The Rogan varies. My partner is against marriage and even having kids with no marriage. My mom says I'm throwing my life away staying with this person. It's my 30th birthday. Shit. First of all, don't listen to your mom when you're 40. She should have no say in your life no longer. Second of all, do you want kids? If the answer is yes, dump that woman. Find you a woman that wants kids. Voila, problem solved. Noah, how do you overcome failure? By understanding that you can't win if you can't fail. Like, it's just part of it. Like, if you fail, at least you tried. Like, the real failure is not trying. If you fail at something, it means that at least you fucking put up a shot. Like, you gave it a shot. So that means you beat out like 99% of the globe who just didn't try it. They just talked about it. Do you have cheat nails? Yeah, all the time. Just work harder than the cheat nails. That's my thing. Like, if you feel like the cheat nails are like you're cheating a lot, then you need to run more, do more cardio, and lift more. But if you want to be smart, you limit the cheat nails. How can I overcome failure and become successful? You're already becoming successful by failing. You just need to keep failing. That's it. Keep failing, keep going, keep pushing. See you, Myelin. Have a good one. Guys, I'm also out. I gotta go. I gotta start cooking for my girl. She's gonna be home in 20 minutes, and I gotta make sure that there's something delicious on her, waiting for her. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you all. I'll be posting a new video shortly after this. It's your boy, Wounded Viking. Check it out. Peace.